Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation from back in July. And I'm in Zaku 1. This is a situation battle. We've got Dat Troll and a Blue Destiny 2. Heavy armed in a standard Gelgug, the A-type. Already in a R1A Zaku, which I think the straight R1 is the Shin Matsunaga, the R1A is the Johnny Raiden, and then the R2 is something different, but I may be misremembering that entirely. There's an awful lot of high mobility Zaku variants, but the Matsunaga is the one without any special cowling on the legs, the Johnny Raiden is the one that has it, and there are other variants, and I can never keep them straight. And Xiano 5-4 in a Zaku 2, the standard one. So I'm the most fragile thing here, and since the enemy team likely has a makeup very similar to ours, 4 generals and a melee, everything has type advantage on me. So between that and only having 6,000 hit points, I got a problem. And that's going to require some caution and positioning that I am probably just not qualified for. Or at least not paying enough attention for. They're very similar problems. But trying to bear down on that gym, but somebody else got it, and since everybody else did most of the work, that's fine. And glitches and lag. Which, you know, Gundam Battle Operation, part and parcel of the whole thing. But, sorry I missed a few days, but I still have that cold, I'm trying to get over it, and I'm just had some errands to run, and since I'm not totally well yet, they kind of wore me out. But yeah, I think I got hit like less than 5 times overall, and I am just dead, so that's what you're looking at in a Zaku 1. You have to be careful. You have to get as close as you can without being the center of attention. And that's difficult because since, even though I'm worth like nothing, I'm worth 100 points, I'm still the easiest target on the map, and I respawn quickly enough that if they, just took up killing me as a hobby, they could probably still win. So I've got to, try and do my best here to stay out of the way. I probably could have done a downswing on that, but I got the kill anyway, so it's, academic. And I'm probably about to stick my nose out too far. Yep, Suzuka missed my tackle on both of them. If I had turned to the right a little bit, if I'd had time, I would have gotten it. And I'm knocked down and the whole team is on me, so time to eject. And I'm just kind of hovering and hoping nobody notices me, but I kind of noticed that they saw me and tried to run for it. And I lasted longer than I thought I would, but not long enough to do what I was trying to do. So, such is life. And, yeah, so, I don't do great in this round. That's kind of going to be the commonality of all the rounds I've got left. I did kind of front load the rounds where I performed relatively well, or at least the best I did that week, and this is everything else with the most frustrating and embarrassing performances probably left alone and gone. Because they just weren't worth keeping and weren't worth me having to watch again and weren't worth you guys having to watch again, so yeah, no. So pretty sure that was Bop who just escaped from his bazooka gym, and looks like somebody, probably that troll, just killed him, so I don't have to worry about protecting the point. I can try and get some shots in, but again, getting close at this angle, not very good. But if they send people through like this, I'm in a great position. I probably should have gone for the tackle, like immediately, instead of the Heat Hawk, because the tackle does a lot more damage, but I was kind of hoping the entire team would not come flooding around the building like they did, and I'd have time to set them up with the Heat Hawk and follow through with the tackle for extra damage. Didn't pan out. These are the things that can only be learned in hindsight by watching yourself, and sometimes by watching others and figuring out how this stuff works. So, it happens. Oscar got me in the gym command. I think that's the second time, too. Again, like I said, I'm very gettable. So, that's going to happen. But we have a pretty solid lead, which, definitely not my doing, but good work all around, guys. So now I'm just looking for, opportunities as usual, because I've got to get close to do the most damage, and I've got to get close if I want to die. So it's just, it's the where and the when, and with us all but bunched up in the open here. Well, open but not open enough. It's open enough to be to let them target me, but with those nice choke points, it's not a good place for me to really get around them to where I can launch a tackle without being wide open. So nothing left to do but, take some machine gun shots and then bail out like I just did. Of course, if I was going to advance, the time would have been then when there were only 2 of them, when it would have been much more difficult for me to, be fully destroyed if I screwed up. Now there's like 7 of them, and they knocked me out of my melee because I made a really stupid attack, and I'm probably about to die. No, I'm up. I have boost, and I need to be using my tackle too early. I always did that. Like, a half a second. If I had had a half a second, and I was starting to get up, and they managed to kill me. That ain't fair, but again, such is the life of the Zaku 1. But yeah, I was always bad at timing those tackles to coincide with the end of invincibility. Like I said, I was about probably a half second to full, maybe even a full second too early. But when you're down to 300 hit points and everyone else has type advantage, it's the kind of decision you have to make in a hurry, because if you hesitate too long, they're going to attack you and you're going to die. But if you do it too soon, they're going to attack you and you're going to die. So, and this was just bad planning, and I'm dead again because I walked right in the middle of the pile of enemies. So this was probably, well, it was probably recorded slightly later in the night, since it is labeled as clip 3 from whatever master video I cut it from. So it was later in the night. I am not doing well with the Zaku 1. I was probably getting frustrated, so whatever pile of excuses function, but just I am not playing well is the long and the short of that. And just to make it worse, I knocked over heavy. I've got my tackle. He's got my tackle. That was almost no damage, but I did at least manage to keep him in place and from bazookaing for a second, and got my tackle back just in time to counter-tackle and kill him, which is pretty much play of the game as far as I'm going to be concerned, because I don't think I'm going to do anything more impressive in 10 seconds. If I do, hey, great, but no. Yeah, I'm probably going to run up there after, I'm not sure whether the beam spray gun is Bop or somebody else, but this was a mistake. Just tackled off the side of the building, which at least kept me alive, but didn't do anything else better. And I am gonna call it here and just let the windscreen play for a minute, because my throat is starting to get scratchy. Like I said, not totally better yet, so it's gonna do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation. Back tomorrow with more, hopefully. But until next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later! 今回の戦闘結果です。